Attention! If you believe everything the weight loss industry has been selling you about how to lose weight, this video is not for you. This video contains new and controversial information that has led to extremely rapid weight loss in thousands of men and women across the country. So grab a pen and prepare to learn the truth about weight loss they don't want you to know. Enjoy.
I just lost 5 pounds this week and I ate a milkshake and a custard donut for breakfast. That's a quote I just received from one of my clients named Melissa Stewart. And as hard as it may be for you to believe, I get quotes like that all the time. But no matter how many times it happens, it never ceases to make me smile. And I'm about to make you smile too. Because if you stick around for just a couple minutes on this short and somewhat shocking video, you're going to learn a weird and totally unknown way to lose 2 inches off your waistline in just 7 days and 6 inches in just 2 weeks. And you'll do it without hormone therapy, without supplements, without pills, without weight loss balloons, gastric bands, and without any extreme cardio routines, such as CrossFit, P90X, and Insanity. And you'll do it while eating more of your favorite foods than you do now, foods like brownies, pizza, cheesecake, and ice cream. In fact, eating these foods is mandatory. I don't expect you to believe any of that. I just ask that you give me a chance to explain. I know your eyes probably rolled over when I made that claim above. That's because the vast majority of people making promises like these have no scientific data to back it up. They're not weight loss experts. They're marketers basically throwing up photoshopped before and after photos to make a buck. Their hype and bull angers me just as much as it angers you. And if you're ready to cut through all of that clutter to get to the real truth about weight loss, you're in exactly the right place. Hi, I'm Jerry Garner, nutritionist, naturopathic physician, and guest lecturer at Yale University. You may know me from Bodybuilders Daily, which called me the guy who's always 5 years ahead of the weight loss industry. Maybe that's because I don't leave it to men in white lab coats to tell me what works. I find out what works with my own research on my own clients that I see every single day. And over the past 9 years, I've been working exclusively with the weight loss epidemic, which is literally killing us. What really bothered me about the weight loss problem is that we have so many diets, and nearly all of them work, but nobody is sticking to them for more than a month. I searched for something better. To help my clients, I needed a solution that was easier, more fun, and more effortless. That way, a diet would become something people stick to forever without being miserable. Is that too much to ask? Well, guess what? I found that solution, and I'm going to share it with you in just a second. It's the most exciting breakthrough of my career, and maybe the biggest discovery in weight loss research in a decade. So get focused. Shut off your smartphone, close the door, and get a pen and pad. And make sure you stick to this video until the very end. I promise you won't regret it. In fact, the end of this video may decide whether you struggle with your love handles forever or if you enjoy a slim and sexy life. You're going to learn that hitting your weight loss goals is a lot easier than you ever thought. You're going to learn how with a few tweaks you can actually eat more of your favorite foods, including chocolate, grilled cheese, and sushi, and lose even more weight because of it. That's right. Those same foods that have been destroying your diets will actually help you lose weight. I know how crazy that sounds right now, and I don't blame you. After all, the very first thing we're told when we start any diet is to eliminate these foods from our life. But ask yourself, where has that gotten us? With 34% of Americans obese, that's where this advice has gotten us. And why would we expect anything different? If these foods really are our favorite foods, how can we expect someone to stop eating them for the rest of their lives and think that's going to work? Every single diet out there, by its very nature, is set up to fail before they even get off the ground. Sure, most folks can give up those foods for a little while, but there's a pattern there. There are well-grooved neural pathways that want and need those favorite foods, especially when you're stressed out, which we all are at times. So it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but eventually the craving wins the day. It's just basic psychology. The idea of a great sexy body someday in the future is great, but it just can't compete with the double-decker chocolate fudge cake with frosting that's in front of us right now. So until today, we've all been stuck in a can't-have-it-all situation. You can either have the pleasure of your favorite foods or the pleasure of a great body, not both. It's a problem that affected the person I love most in the world. My wife Sophie. Sophie and I have quite a big family. We have 5 totally awesome kids to be exact, 3 girls and 2 boys with an age range of 9 to 2. And she's only 31. Don't tell her I said that. So basically she's Superwoman. and like many mothers, she put on a lot of baby weight. She'd always put on some belly fat with all of our children, but was able to get rid of it soon after the birth. This time, she couldn't shake it. I loved her all the same, but she didn't love herself all the same. She was bigger than she ever was, and it bothered her. A lot. She stopped going out as much as she used to. She was more irritable with the kids. And what's worse, her waistline was 42 inches, which put her at risk for diabetes, which was scary because diabetes runs in her family. All of this was killing me inside. After all, I was the dieting guru. Naturally, she turned to me for help. We tried out a few different programs. We tried raw food. We tried vegetarian. We tried flexitarian. We tried low carb. We tried no carb, intense cardio programs. And I'm not going to tell you that these strategies didn't work. They did work. But, like so many people, she just couldn't stick to any of them. She's from a family of incredible bakers, and eating baked goods like cake and chocolate chip cookies were the ultimate comfort food for her. Each time she felt down, she turned to those comfort foods, and the diet was over. She got on a really bad streak, with rebound after rebound, leaving her bigger than she was when she started. She was ready to give up, but I wasn't about to let that happen. With each failure, I just got more fired up to find something that works. If we tried everything that existed, I was going to come up with something that didn't exist yet. Failure was not an option. I doubled down on my research. I devoured everything that the library had to offer, as well as grassroots weight loss innovators called biohackers, which, if you don't know, are extremely innovative grassroots researchers who are constantly coming up with new ways to unlock our body's potential. The answer I was looking for came from one of their forums. It was one of the longest posts I had ever seen on the forum. The author's article was 21 pages of text, and I think that prevented a lot of people from reading it from start to finish. In fact, the thread was over a year old and had no comments. Well, I started reading, and I immediately knew I was dealing with someone who was very well versed in all of the latest research on weight loss. He was honest and objective, and he was an outside-the-box thinker, and he had a completely unique perspective on the weight loss problem. I was amazed when he spoke of a few tweaks that allow you to incorporate sweets and desserts into a diet without affecting its effectiveness. He claimed that with these tweaks, the favorite foods can make a diet twice as effective. He also mentioned a secret ingredient that you can add to your food that speeds up the fat burning even more. He cited a lot of research. I started to look up his sources, and sure enough, everything he was saying was backed by hard science. Eureka! Suddenly, it was crystal clear what I needed to do to help Sophie. My mind began developing a new weight loss system that would work on these principles. When I had it mapped out thoroughly, I was giddy. I said to myself, this isn't just a breakthrough for my wife. It's a breakthrough for every man and woman who has ever battled with a diet and lost. Once I had the system absolutely clear in my mind, I came home, saw my wife on the couch reading. I walked over and plopped a milkshake down next to her on the coffee table. I could see a perplexed look take form on her face. She said, "Honey, that's sweet, but you know I'm trying to keep to a diet. Why tempt me like this, Jerry?" "Do you trust me?" I said. She said, "Of course." I said, "Well, just drink it. It's a different kind of milkshake. It's really something special." She took one sip, and her eyes lit up instantly. She grabbed me by the shirt and said, "Jerry, that's the most delicious milkshake I've ever had." I said, "Glad you like it. You can drink that every day if you want to. It won't hurt your diet. It will only help." She says, "How is that?" I say, "Let's just say it's got a secret ingredient." I wasn't lying. It really did have a secret ingredient. One everyone in the weight loss industry forgot to tell you about. With the secret ingredient added to her food, and a few more simple tweaks, she wasn't just able to eat milkshakes, she was able to eat all kinds of stuff. Danishes, donuts, brownies. It didn't really matter. This was a completely new kind of diet. A diet that didn't feel like a diet at all. But would it actually work? This was the real shocker. Most weight loss programs take some time before you can see any results. When she stepped on the scale, we found that after just 3 days, she had already lost 1 pound. After 5 days, she'd lost 3 pounds, and after 12 days, she'd lost 12 pounds. The weight was literally falling right off of her. After just 5 months, she had entirely lost all of her baby weight, and even 5 pounds more for good measure. We gave each other the biggest hug the day she weighed in at 143, down from 251. I'll never forget the day she walked into the room with her head held tall, and she was fitting snugly into her pre-maternity t-shirt and skinny jeans. She was literally beaming with excitement. What I saw was a new woman. Her smile came back. Her posture changed. Her face got brighter. She started to go out again, even to the beach. And as far as our relationship was concerned, I felt like we were on our honeymoon all over again. Things continued to go well with her even after that. Best part, there was zero desire to go off the diet. There was zero hunger at any time, and zero loss of energy at any time, which meant her body was loving it just as much as she did. So what was the secret? What was in the milkshake? And how did it change her life forever? To understand that, there's a bit of science you need to know first. Recently, a study was released by the NIH, which is federally funded National Institute of Health. The study was called
The Quest for Visceral Fat to Burn Itself.
Fat burning itself up? Sounds interesting, but how is that possible? Well, it turns out there's a lot about fat that people just don't know. For one thing, there is not one type of fat in our bodies. There are in fact two fats. Don't ask me why they're called this, but one is called black fat, and the other is called brown fat. Sounds silly, right? Well, the more scientific name is black and brown adipose tissue. But what's more important than the name is to understand what these fats do. We know that our bodies love to store fat. That's because in the olden days, we always had to worry about shortages and famine. So our body thinks that if we don't have that extra fat, we might not survive. So our diets are bumping up against our very evolution as human beings. They're bumping up against that very powerful mechanism that protects us. That's old news. But the new news is the stored fat that our body wants to hang on to so much is just one kind of fat. That's the black fat. It's the black fat that expands our waistline and is responsible for the heart attacks and diabetes that are so rampant. So I'm going to ask you to think of this hard-to-lose fat like a slab of wood that's heavy and hard to move. But then there's another kind of fat, and that's brown fat.
Brown fat is not there to store up for the famine. It's there for a totally different reason. Brown fat's goal is to keep us warm. To make heat, it needs to burn up other fat around it so it can have fuel. So you can think of brown fat as a flame. It literally keeps burning itself up to generate heat. And you know what it really likes to burn? Black fat, which is the wooden beam. Do you see how powerful this is? Our bodies are set up with the potential to become a literal fat-burning furnace. Just 1 ounce of brown fat can burn hundreds upon hundreds of calories of black fat per day without you even thinking about it. That means you'd be burning calories while you're driving, while you're working, and even while you're eating. The good news is we all have more than enough brown fat storage to make this happen. The bad news is the brown fat that we have is not, quote, activated. The match is not lit, so to speak. So the way it is now, brown fat is like a souped-up sports car ready to take you to paradise, but it's sitting stuck at a red light because it never got the signal to do what it's supposed to do. Nobody ever taught us how to turn that signal green. Now here's the really good news. Through my research, I've been able to find a few tweaks and a secret ingredient that can be put into any food to activate brown fat, so it automatically starts burning fat immediately. You can add this secret ingredient to absolutely any food, including all of your favorite foods, and you don't even need to worry about it because it will have you burning twice as many calories as you're taking in.
Once you really incorporate it into your daily meal plan, you'll be losing fat so fast it's a little scary. But don't worry, I'll show you how to put the brakes on if you ever want to slow the weight loss down. Now, I don't care what gimmick the weight loss industry carts out next, you just can't match the power of using a fat that you already have inside your body to incinerate itself and any other fat around it. And now I'm going to introduce you to the world's first system that takes advantage of this for shockingly massive weight loss that lasts. I'm about to introduce you to the world's first system that activates all of the brown fat in your body, creating a perpetual fat-burning furnace that never stops working. And it's all completely natural. Unlike any other system out there, with the system I'm about to teach you, you'll be allowed to have your Dunkin' and your Flat Belly too with absolutely no contradiction. In fact, I'm going to show you how they can work together. Of course, it all has to be done very strategically, but you won't need to worry about how to implement it because I'm going to give you everything you need to know to get started, step by simple step. And then, once you master the rhythm of it, you'll forget about it completely because it will be a part of you. You will feel fantastic because this is the one diet you don't ever need to struggle with. You're going to love what you're eating every single meal, and you won't have a minute of hunger. It's all included in the brand new e-course I call the Favorite Food Diet, the most delicious diet on earth. And it really is the most delicious diet on earth. It also has the only diet that specifically targets your brown fat, flipping your metabolism switch to high instantly for years to come. It's a day-by-day, step-by-step plan that will completely change your internal chemistry so that shedding pounds becomes your body's natural state of being. Due to the powerful nature of brown fat activation, once you begin the diet, you will notice results almost immediately. Plus, dessert items and fun foods are strategically placed throughout the diet, often coupled with our secret ingredient. All this will ensure that your cheat foods, instead of holding you back, will actually propel you to weight loss success. This isn't a temporary weight loss solution either. This is a way of eating that our students stay on for years. My clients never miss their old way of eating because, in a way, this is their old way of eating with a twist. One thing I can promise you, you're going to lose weight and you're going to look forward to every single meal that you eat. When you eat them, you're going to feel full in ways you've never felt full in your life. I'm talking about complete satisfaction. The beauty is there's no intense cardio to go through. There's no calorie counting at all. There's no funky herbs. There is all the foods you love most, which you can eat while your metabolism rises and just lets you burn more and more fat. Expect cravings to end forever. Expect to have huge amounts of energy, feeling like you can take over the world. Expect to be stronger. Mothers, you'll love this when your 4-year-old begs to be picked up. You may notice it gets a little easier to get up the stairs. Every aspect of your health will improve. Why? Because your metabolism, the most important aspect of all of our health, will literally be on fire, annihilating any fat that's in its path. And did I mention that it's unbelievably easy to follow? Well, it's unbelievably easy to follow. You're going to be able to read it once and follow it for life because it's so intuitive. You're going to be able to read it once and follow it for life because it's so intuitive. It's all part of the world's most delicious, downloadable e-course we call the Favorite Food Diet. Inside the e-course, in addition to the plan you're going to learn, you're going to get a whole lot of other goodies. For instance, you're also going to learn the secret ingredient I've spoken about that's healthy and cuts hunger for 6 hours or more. With the addition of this one single ingredient, my students have been able to cut their calorie count in half with no sweat. You're going to learn something you can just drink once per day and it makes you 21% less likely to have a heart attack. You're going to learn why you absolutely must eat more to lose weight. Warning, when you understand this, you'll never trust the weight loss industry again. Plus, you'll learn the one thing we're doing every day that's causing our bones to slowly shrink and our blood pressure to go up and an easy way to stop it in its tracks. You're going to also get my recipe for a chocolate and peanut butter milkshake that will make your mouth water and your waistline slimmer. Plus, you'll get my secret recipe for uber-rich pancakes that my entire neighborhood is trying to get a hold of. And finally, I've got to talk to you about the support, because we've trained some of the absolute best to man the support desk. We've made sure we only found the most knowledgeable, kind, and courteous people that money could buy. They will be with you at a heartbeat's notice the moment you need absolutely anything at all. With them by your side, you will never stumble and fall. They'll catch you and gently propel you all the way to your weight loss goals. They are the absolute best, and they'll be at your beck and call every day but Saturday, 24 hours a day. Let's see how some of the students who picked up the Favorite Food Diet recently did with all of this. This letter is from Rebecca Butler from Lone Jack, Missouri. Wow, wow, wow. The Favorite Food Diet is exactly what you said it was, and much more. I'm on day 4, and I've already lost 2 pounds. I have tried for months to get my weight to budge. And here I am with an ice cream sundae and loving every minute of it. Jerry, you are my hero. This next email is from Olive Monson from Greenfield, New Jersey. Jerry, I've got to tell you that when I first heard about your system, I was skeptical. I'd heard a lot of big promises before, and nothing ever seemed to pan out for me. But just one day into the course, I could tell that this was different from any course I've ever taken. It was simple, and it was a lot of fun to follow. I love the fact that I could still be eating my Hershey's bar and lose weight all at the same time. This is a huge breakthrough, and I'm telling people about it. Oh, and by the way, I went from 186, and I'm all the way down to 159 in just 1 month. It's really amazing. This next email is from Thomas Hawkins from Chicago, Illinois. The Favorite Food Diet is a lifesaver. I thought I'd never lose my love handles. Now they're not only gone, I can actually walk around the beach shirtless without getting those stares of pity. I'm enjoying food more than I ever had, and I'm seeing weight loss faster than I ever thought possible. 11 pounds in 17 days. And to think, I almost didn't buy this course. I would have missed out on the best weight loss opportunity of my life. Here's an email from Jack Marcus from Lubbock, Texas. I'm Jack, and I'm in construction, and I'll tell you something. I ate a donut today, I ate a brownie yesterday, and I will eat waffles for breakfast tomorrow. And I will, if my calculations are correct, lose about 12 pounds this month. That tells you something. It tells you that the Favorite Food Diet is for real. Let me tell you, Jerry, you've made my wife a very happy woman. So good to hear that, Jack. We have hundreds more stories like these, but the only story that really matters right now is yours. It's your turn to get these results. So let's get you started.
But first, we have to talk about the price for the favorite food diet. What we decided was that it's only right that the favorite food diet should have your favorite price. So before we get into it, let's just talk about some realities. Ask yourself, how much will it cost not to have the favorite food diet? How much will it cost you to spend the rest of your life with diets that never really work? How much do the failed gym memberships cost? How much do the constant stream of gadgets, books, and pills cost you? And if you don't break the cycle, how much does diabetes and heart disease cost? What all this means is a diet that works is priceless. And this is the diet that works. So the real price is priceless, but we can't charge priceless. So I went to the experts. I had my colleagues review the course for quality and comprehensiveness. What they told me, consistently, was that this course was so innovative, so complete, and with such great customer support that it should not be offered to the public for less than $197. But I didn't like hearing that. See, I'm not in this for the money. I'm in it for the lives changed and the lives saved. So I ratcheted the price down from $197 to $97. I'm sure you would agree that $97 would be a very small price to pay for results like this. For the ability to enjoy what you eat and lose weight at the same time forever. $97 to end the yo-yo dieting from hell. $97 to end the scale anxiety. That's why $97 is the retail price for the favorite food system. However, for the first batch of new clients, I wanted to do something special. I wanted to lower the price even more. To start this launch off with a bang, I want to take $50 whole right out of my pocket and into yours. To make it easier than easy for you to get started revolutionizing your life. So that brings your price to a grand total of just $47, not a penny more. That's a one-time fee, you'll never be billed again. It's yours, free and clear. That's $47 for a guaranteed end to all the pain you've experienced about your weight. And when I say guaranteed, I mean it. We're so sure that you're going to succeed with this program that we're going to put our butts on the line with the strongest triple-decker warranty in the business. And it goes like this. If you haven't lost 20 pounds in your first 30 days on this program, let us know and we'll send every penny back. Or, if you're not totally satisfied with any aspect of this course, no matter how small a thing it is, let us know and we send every penny back. Or, if you want your money back for no reason other than the fact that you want your money back, let us know and we send every penny back. We won't ask you a single question. And you know what? Even if we send your money back, we're going to let you keep the favorite food diet for life, for free. You know what that means? It means you can't lose. It means this decision is a no-brainer. It means if you do nothing, you're either losing out on huge fat loss success or you're losing out on a free course. Because those are your only options here. I know you're eager to get started, but as thanks for watching this until the end, I want to add an extremely special bonus. Now this bonus has to do with exercise. And you know I'm not big into exercise, it's not a major feature of the favorite food diet. However, an exercise video course came across my desk from colleague Mark David, and it really blew me away. Once I saw how easy it was, and how powerful it was, I instantly knew it would make an awesome addition to the favorite food diet. And I think if you use it, even just a little bit, you'll find that you can lose weight you want to lose in half the time. We call the program My Favorite Workout. I love this program because he focuses specifically on the exercises his clients love most. The cool part is they require a minimum amount of effort and you get maximum results at the same time. So even if you don't like working out, I guarantee you will love My Favorite Workout, and I'll refund your entire purchase price if you don't. My Favorite Workout is regularly selling online for $47. But right now, from this page only, Mark has allowed me to offer it for free to anyone who orders My Favorite Food Diet. Folks, we're coming to a close here, and if you haven't already, it's coming time to decide. Are you serious about reaching your weight loss goals? Are you really serious about having a body that you love seeing in the mirror? A body others admire, even envy? Or if you are, then I think your next move has to be to get access to the favorite food diet. By now you should see a happy yellow order button. I want you to spend just a quick moment envisioning what you'll look like in your dream body. What it'll be like to fit snugly into those skinny jeans that you thought you'd never use again. And then, make that dream real. Give that button a click, fill out the form on the next page, and join the favorite food diet revolution. Because I can promise you, it's here or nowhere. Reaching those goals will never come faster or easier than this product we're talking about right now. Search high and low online. I'll save you the time. I already have. You won't find a diet that incorporates all of your favorite foods into your diet without sacrificing the speed of your weight loss. It just doesn't exist. There is no diet that lets you stuff your face and still burn fat like butter on an open flame. So hit the button below and fill out the form on the next page and snap up the best opportunity of your life. Think about it. I've guaranteed your success. That means once you say go, your struggle with weight loss is over. Once you get inside, it's going to be my responsibility to make sure it works. So click the button below and let's get started, because every day you don't have this is a day of struggle that you don't need to have. You really don't need to feel the shame of breaking a diet ever again. You don't need to experience the pain of another rebound. You can get off that weight loss yo-yo. You can end the cycle. You have a dream body waiting for you inside. It's just a click away. Click the button below and fill out the form on the next page. There's no excuse not to do it. We've made it easy, and we've made your success certain with our 100% guarantee, so you don't have an ounce of risk on your shoulders. So here's my advice. Don't even say yes. Just say maybe, and give your dreams a chance. Click the button, fill out the quick and easy form on the next page. Everything is all set up for you in the members area. You'll start losing weight immediately. Do it now, because this video won't be here much longer. The only thing that can stop you from achieving the body you want is you. And the proof of that is that you're still here, instead of losing weight on the next side of this page. Listen, we have nothing but success stories on the other side of the page. We have nothing but failures on this side of the page. So who do you want to be? With the winners or with the losers? Hit the button and find out how good life can be. This truly can be the day you turn it all around, or this can be just another day. I believe you know what to do. There really is no other diet out there that lets you live your life how you want to and still lose weight all at the same time. You have a new life waiting for you, and to think, it's just a click away. Hit the button now, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. If you're still here, you might have some questions. Well, we've got answers. Common question number 1. What am I buying? A DVD, a course, a book? You're buying an e-course, i.e. a digital e-book. You're free to print it out and make as many copies as you want if you'd like to hold the information in your hands. We sell a digital product rather than a physical book, so we can keep our products affordable and eliminate the shipping charge. This also gives us the ability to get the information you're looking for instantly rather than having to wait 3 to 5 days, during which people often lose interest. Common question number 2. Is my purchase secure? Very. All of our orders are processed by ClickBank, the #1 seller of digital products online. And they process hundreds of millions of transactions without a hitch, and they use security systems just like the ones used by major banks. Common question number 3. Can I really eat all of my favorite foods? The answer is yes, with a twist. Some of the sweets may require a tweak or two to how it's prepared, and these tweaks are available for almost anything you might want to eat. You will also at times be able to eat store-bought goodies like Entenmann's, Haagen-Dazs, but those will be limited to certain times. Rest assured, with all of that said, we haven't had a single complaint yet about the restrictions. In fact, everyone is having a ball. Common question number 4. Is the favorite food diet hard to follow? As our clients will gladly tell you, the favorite food diet is the easiest diet they've ever tried. And it's as easy as it is fun. We've spent 2.5 years testing this system on men and women from all walks of life to ensure this diet is the simplest and tastiest ever released. The reaction we most often receive is, I don't feel like I'm on a diet, but the weight is coming off. And that's what the favorite food diet is all about. Common question number 5. How often can I cheat? Well, there are 2 kinds of cheating. There's the desserts made from scratch with our secret ingredient. Then there's your typical cheat days. Between the 2 of them, you'll be eating your favorite foods a heck of a lot. Most people would never believe a diet like this could make you lose weight until they try it. That's thanks to the cutting-edge science behind the system. Now that you know what you need to know, you're armed and ready to take action. So don't let this go another second. You have no idea how much fun you'll be having inside. So place your order now, click the button, and we'll get the famous favorite food diet in your hands in just seconds from now. Do it now.